Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I know we've all had our share of difficulties here and with the weather and the ice, and I really hope that everyone came through well during that. I know it can't be true, but anyway, praying for all of y'all that are going through a lot right now with your water and electricity still. So just know that you guys are in our thoughts and prayers here at Lucky the Irish. I just wanted to get into the tops of reels and rods that we use at Lucky the Irish and why we use them. This is a Banshee reel from Sixgill on a Miyaka rod, and this is what they call a spinning reel. Spinning reels are very simple. They work very, very well. You can cast a long way with them. They have a bail. This is with a bail. This is what lets the line out. Then they have, I really like this. They have a switchable handle. You can go from right-hand retrieve to left-hand retrieve, and I prefer left-hand retrieve on my spinning reels and right hand on my bait casting. But my wife, being different, she has actually a left-handed bait caster from Sixgill. It's the Omar reel, and she really enjoys that a lot. The great thing about Sixgill is they're a company right here located in Texas. Some of their stuff is currently made overseas, but they are going to have reels made right here in Texas very, very soon. They're really good equipment. The spinning reel is great when you're trying to make a long cast and you don't know how to quite use it, you don't want it to backlash. That's very important for a lot of people because the bait casters can be really intimidating. But I'm going to try and show you how to make them less intimidating today. This is, again, my wife's reel. It's a Omar reel on the Cypress rod. And it's just, this rod and reel are a great combo. But if you look on most of your bait casting reels, you'll see they have a gross adjustment on the free spool and a fine adjustment on the free spool. And you have to use those two in tandem to get the bait to fall correctly. What you want to do, I'm going to try and do it in such a way that you guys can see this, is you want to have, when that bait hits the ground, you reel it almost all the way up to the tip, hold it at about a 45-degree angle. And I think this is going to be a little too loose right now, but what will happen is that bait will start to fall. Actually, it's not loose enough. That bait, there it goes. But when it hits the floor, that line stops going out. If you have it too loose, what's going to happen is that bait's going to hit the floor, and then that reel's just going to just keep going. And you don't want, that's how you get the backlashes. So if you think about it, if you've ever looked at a bass fisherman that has a bunch of these tops of rods and reels, one of the reasons he has all those reels, one of those reasons he has all those reels is so that he can adjust each reel for the weight of the bait that he's using. So again, this is just a little stiff, which if you're casting is not a bad thing, but if you're just going straight down, you can probably see how fast and it stopped. I got very fortunate. But you want to have it where that bait free falls, but when it stops, the spool stops spinning. That's how you get out of getting backlashes. And again, Sixgill products are made by Texans for Texans, and they are just such a great rod and reel that I have yet to have had one that I have purchased and used, even on pro staff, that I am not thoroughly impressed with. The bait caster, the other advantage it has is if you're fishing suspended fish and you're lowering that bait down, trying to get down there through them a little slower, this falls a lot slower. When you open a spinning reel, when you open that bail, that bait just falls free. It just goes and goes and goes. Where this allows you to have a lot more constant contact with the bait, especially if you have suspended fish. It allows you, I've actually seen it where a bait has hit the water, an artificial bait has hit the water, and as soon as that hits, a fish is on it. It's a little more forgiving on this. You have a little more time to get that on your side, to get that hook set and get it in the fish, whereas on a spinning reel, you have a lot of free line. You don't have the opportunity to take up the slack as quickly on a spinning rod as you do on a bait casting rod. But they both have their functions. They both have their times when that is going to be the best reel to use. But again, this is the Omar reel on the Cypress rod bait casting combo from Sixgill. And this is a Banshee reel on a Miyaka rod, again, from Sixgill. Right now, they're doing a lot of buy one, get one. So you basically get your rods and reels. You get 2 rods for the price of 1, 2 reels for the price of 1. You really can't beat the products. I've got several different products from them that I really, really like. And I'm going to be switching very soon to all Sixgill rods and reels on my boat for my customers to use. They're really sensitive. They have absolutely a perfect rod as far as I'm concerned. I've had a lot of rods in my life and held a lot of rods, and people will say they have a medium weight rod, or they have a lightweight rod, or they have a medium heavy. Their rods are exactly what I consider to be, when I buy a medium, I get a medium action rod. When I want a medium heavy, I get a medium heavy rod. I don't have any problems with the way their rods and reels come. I know I'm getting exactly what I expect. So again, they have a warehouse right here in South Lake in Dallas. If you live in this area, you can actually, at times, depending on what's going on, COVID's kind of knocked that back a little bit and certain things, but you can actually pick up your rod and reel purchase directly from, I believe, their warehouse. That may not be the case. I'm on their pro staff. That may be just something they allow me to do. But their shipping's really reasonable, especially if you think about the price. You're getting 2 rods for the price of 1, or 2 reels for the price of 1. You're actually, shipping is going to cover both of those rods, or both of those reels, whatever you might get from them. They just have really great products. I'm a firm believer in their up-and-coming company, and I think you should give them a shot. I really love their equipment, and I hope that this video has been instructional. Why do people use different rods, different tackle at different times? But again, I just really, really like Sixgill fishing rods and reels. I hope you all have a great day. I want to go ahead and give you guys a verse that a friend of mine sent the other day. And it's just such a true verse that I feel like you guys need to hear it. I know that when I read it, it really touched me in a way that, you know, I've read so many verses over the years, but this one was really one that stood out to me. It says, "You are our letter." This is written by Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 2 through 3. "You are our letter, written in our hearts, known and read by all men, being manifested that you are a letter of Christ, cared for by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of human hearts." You know, that's just such a great verse, because you think about it. When we teach someone the word, or we try to teach them about Christ, they're not just someone we've spoken to. We've actually tried to write a part of Jesus on their heart. They're part of our lives now too. And we can't ever take for granted the touch that we might have for someone else. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you get a chance every day to study the Word of God and read it. I'm very blessed. I have a friend that sends me a verse every single day, and we talk about it and we discuss it. And the richness of the Bible overall is beyond comprehension. And each and every verse has a purpose and has a reason for it to be there. And sometimes verses, just a couple of verses like this, can make the difference in a day. So I hope you get a chance to read the Word, and I hope that God just touches your heart every day to make this a better world. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Thank you for watching the video.